Welcome to another episode of Music Therapy. I am John Thewin, a mental health therapist, and today we are listening to your recommended song of Freckled Angels by REN for all you renegades out there. Love the community we're building. Thank you so much for being here. Drop the next song you want to see me react to in the comments below. I respond to all the comments. Without further ado, let's get right into it, y'all.
This next song is probably one of the most important songs that I've ever written, I feel. It's dedicated to a friend of mine who passed away about 8 months ago, called Joe Hughes, so everyone remember that name because he's an absolute legend. And it's called Freckled Angels, and it goes like this.
Wow, right, you can sense and hear the stuttering and the emotionality coming right when he says that at the end there. Let's listen to that and really tone into how his tone shifts right there, and he is grieving the loss of his friend only 8 months ago. This is tragic already.
So everyone remember that name because he's an absolute legend. And it's called Freckled Angels, and it goes like this. Could I have just a day where I'd get to see your face? I would laugh, you would skate, hanging out by the pier cave, chasing dreams, freckled face, no inhibitions, aces mates. Tell me everything's okay, you never meant to go away, and I need something to hold on to, and I wish I could hold on to you.
Wow, I'm getting emotional already just listening to him here. And he is holding on to the memory of Joe Hughes here through this song. And he said, I wish I just had one day to really get our relationship capped off on, to spend time without inhibitions like we were kids again. And that it's so difficult, the grief process, to get closure, because often, life and death are so unpredictable, and you never know when someone's going to pass, so it's so crucial just to treat everyone like it's your last encounter with respect and compassion and love. And wow, I mean, he is really going in here into the process of how losing his best friend has changed him forever, and I'm astounded he's able to make this powerful of a song, grieving the loss of his best friend. And I wonder if he had a freckled face, because he is mentioning freckled face, freckled angel. It would just be appropriate and thematic if Joe was a bit freckled too, because this song, I'm sure, is a tribute to him.
Ace, no inhibitions, aces mates. Tell me everything's okay, you never meant to go away, and I need something to hold on to.
Those vocals he gets are so insane that he can pull that off and be so emotional while doing it.
And I wish I could hold on to you, 'cause I will never ever forget you. But I know you'll be soaring through, because freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest, with their
Oh, I love this so much. That he's soaring, that he's laughing the hardest, that he's in a happier place. Even though Ren is missing him dearly, Joe still exists in his heart. And that is really a great indicator of how much influence you have as a person in this world, is how many people you've affected positively, how many people will remember you when you're gone. For a lot of people, it's just their children, their best friends, their immediate family, but your best friends are also there, and it's so emotional to lose someone you love. And this grieving process is so similar for all different people, and no matter whether it's a lover you lose or a best friend, it is ubiquitous, meaning that it's the same pretty much for everyone, as long as you're close to them and you lose them unexpectedly.
But I know you'll be so Because freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. All their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Could I have just a sec? Pull me up out of this wreck. Crack a joke and tense your pecs. Act a fool, but with excellence. And every time I laugh, it reminds me of you, the funniest guy I ever knew.
Oh, I love that, right? How traumas can be by association, which means that if something you did with someone, like laugh a lot, and you lose them, you're going to remember them by association of what you did with them. So laughing a lot reminds him of Joe, which seems crazy, but it's not. It's, association leads to trauma. So let's say you lose someone on a plane, then maybe you'll be afraid whenever a loved one gets on a plane, or maybe you get afraid when you get on a plane because there's a trauma associated to that. And it is so difficult to grieve when something positive like laughing is actually perceived as like a link to the loss of someone you love. So it's really complicated how the human psyche can be misleading and deceiving at times.
Like a joke and tense your pecs, act a fool, but with excellence. And every time I laugh, it reminds me of you, the funniest guy I ever knew. I've got so much left to say, hope I can tell you all someday. I need something to hold on to. I wish I could hold on to you.
And he is holding on to Joe in making this beautiful song and showing how his relationship with him is so complex and so nuanced that it requires this one of the most beautiful songs Ren has ever written. And this is unlike any other Ren song. It's pitched up higher, just him and a guitar, and it's so emotional though, and this is really coming from a place of raw humility and vulnerability here.
I wish I could hold on to you, 'cause I will never ever forget you. I bet I know you'll be soaring through, because freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. And with their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their hearts, they are the strongest. And all their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
It's so hard. I think Joe was the one that jumped off the bridge, and there's so much uncertainty, not finding the body, not being able to grieve his body at a funeral, not knowing where it ended up, what happened exactly. But now he's getting some closure, knowing that the best parts of Joe are still existing in Ren's memory, and he's making the song about it, and he's creating his own closure for his best friend. And that's so difficult when there are so many uncertain variables, and he is really reframing it, and finding the positivity throughout all of it. And this is almost like an emotional catharsis or abreaction, which basically means like letting your emotions flow like the rivers of an ocean, like the rivers. And if you do that, then you will heal eventually.
All their friends, they are the fundies. So I know you're gonna be okay. And I hope you can hear me singing to you, 'cause if so, I'll sing until my voice shatters and my lungs, they explode. I'll sing over a crowded room so they all know how much I really miss you, Joe. Freckled angels laugh the hardest.
Wow, this just desperation for wanting and needing to communicate with Joe and get some closure here. He's willing to do whatever it takes, and that is so powerful. This idea of writing a song for someone and screaming it and performing it like they're really there will absolutely help him grieve. And for all of you who've lost people, doing what Ren's doing here is so crucial. Like writing a letter and performing it can be so helpful and therapeutic.
Miss you, Joe. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels are the funnest, and their mind.
Oh, right here, he is really emotionally struggling to perform this song, and you can see his whinge and his emotionality come out, and good for him. I think that's part of his beauty, part of his art is actually showing that and not acting like a stoic figure. I think it's super helpful to see him grieve like this.
I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels are the funnest, in their minds they are the strongest. All their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
Wow, that is quite an intimate concert venue he has there. Holy smokes, those people are lucky to see him perform live. I'm sure we would all have goosebumps if we were there in person. But wow, what an incredible song. Freckled Angels, really a great message to grieve someone you love and to try to remember the good in their lives and the impact they had on you for the better and the impact they had on the world for the better. And that's what he did here. He's really modeling how to grieve in a healthy way. And it's so emotional to see him like that, but so raw that he can just go up there with the guitar, pitch up his voice, and really hit those chords and be so vulnerable. That takes a tremendous amount of courage, vulnerability, and maturity in general. And wow, what an incredible recommendation. Thank you so much for recommending this. I look forward to seeing you on the next music therapy episode.